Hopefully it's working now. Jeez, all this mess now. So sorry about everything. But welcome back. Let me share. That can go. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort everything out on my phone and everything. Oh, Jesus. Right. I think we're all good. I think we're all good, you know. Right, sorry about that, everyone. Welcome back, welcome back. So everyone's in their right position. Looks like it. Yeah, I think so. Oh, just had to sort out, obviously, set the lobby up. I had to leave the game because it wouldn't allow me to. Oh, it's just so much. But yeah, sorry about this. I'll look into suggestions from. Oh, come on! Let's not do this again. This is really. Oh, what's going on now? Muhiti has said his brakes don't work. Where is he? In 9th. This is such a pain. Here we go again. Right, let's hopefully it actually loads now, because if not, then it'll just be another nightmare. I might have to reschedule this race, because I'll obviously make a note of qualifying and reschedule this race for another time. But yeah, it's. No setup for Mix Mango. No, I'm afraid not, mate. Obviously, the connection just needs to be sorted, but it is what it is. Here we go. Let's hope that camera is not going to be the one that I'm going to start the race on. Really? These camera angles are awful. Oh, I don't want that camera. Give me something else. Right, everyone load. Can you tell I'm a little bit annoyed now? Can you tell in my voice? Right, Impossible Bacon, Scotty, and then we're good. Impossible Bacon, please work, please work, please work. Yes! Right, okay. Here we go. Green, away we go. Looks like the Red Bull's got a really good start up on the inside. We've had some collision back at the back of the grid. Don't know what's happened there. Red Bull up the inside. Crazy Dutchman making a nice move there, not forcing his arrival too wide, which is good to see. Looks like Impossible Bacon is falling down the order slightly. Scotty's going a bit wide. Looks like we're all clean through the first. Through the S's, we've got a Alpine cutting the S a little bit just to maybe avoid some action. Esports Ali Lee's got a corner cutting penalty. Here's the strategy for you guys then. So you've got softs and then mediums, I think it was. Not Baller has got. So we've got virtual safety car out. I don't know what's happened at the back. We've got Esports Ali Lee DNFing for some reason. Mix Bango's retired from the race. Let's have a look at. Has Not Baller got his front wing? Let's have a look. Yeah, looks like it. Manciolini is there as well. So it looks. So we'll bring this back up. Details. Telemetry enabled. No, we'll take off telemetry. Track map. Full map. Alright. So, coming to the end of the first lap, we've got Crazy Dutchman in the lead. 6 tenths ahead. We are still under virtual safety car. GSR Edgar is in second there. He'll be wanting to pounce on Crazy Dutchman as we got a fight here for 5-second penalty for there's so much going on I can't keep up. Jesus. We've got someone, Notzballer has spun it, or I think Notzballer had a collision with the Monkey Mafia. Monkey Mafia is in the pits for a new front wing, so there's obviously been a lot of collision here. GSR Edgar still on the back of Crazy Dutchman, 6 tenths behind. And we've got a nice train. Oh, we've got a spinner here. Mohiti spun it coming out of the tight 90-degree corner after the back straight. Got some nice racing going on. Looks like we've got a bit of a train forming. Top three are still quite close to each other. Willands has got past GSR Edgar. Didn't see the move. I was looking at the stream. We've got Crazy Dutchman going very wide there. He'll get a warning for that one. Willands with the fastest lap now with a 1:35.292. Cycling through the grid, and it looks like everyone's kind of calmed down now. Bradley is in 11th. He'll want to make some positions up. I don't really know what's happened to him. I'm sure he started it like in 4th or something. So maybe he's had a spin or collision or something's gone on there with him. But he won't be too happy with that. Oh, we've got Edward Binch on the hard tyres. So, oof, that's an interesting strategy. He's going to go long on them and then maybe pit for softs at the end, possibly. Monkey Mafia bringing up the rear. Notzballer, 3-second time penalties, multiple warnings. I'm sure that's going to be for corner cutting. We've got Willands on the back of Crazy Dutchman, and also GSR Edgar is there as well. Willands trying around the outside of Crazy Dutchman, doesn't make it stick, but he's still got the run on Crazy Dutchman. He just needs to try and get good traction, stay with Crazy Dutchman, not fling up the inside here because this is a dangerous place to overtake. Stay on the back of him here, stay with DRS. It looks like Willands has got a lot more downforce, so he's able to keep with Crazy Dutchman through the corners. But Crazy Dutchman has got that superior straight line speed because he has said that he did set a lower wing for this race. GSR Edgar is also looking to pounce on Willands, tries up the inside but on the exit, but just doesn't make it count. What other battles have we got going on? Go Mechanical says Lurchy's Gaming. Go Mechanical, yeah, Mechanical in P5, so the P6, sorry. So the two McLarens doing a great job in 5th and 6th. Line astern, maybe playing some team orders. Multiple warnings for Mahiti, so he's got a 3-second time penalty. Very easy to do on this track, obviously with the S's as they are. Very easy to cut corner, so we've got the battle for the lead now. DRS for Willands and GSR Edgar. Willands is going to be chasing, is going to be catching Crazy Dutchman. Does he go for the move up the inside? It looks like he's trying to. I can't really see what's going on. No, maybe he was just defending from GSR Edgar, also known as the other McLaren. Scotty, come on boys, go on boys, yeah. We've got a big McLaren supporter with us in the YouTube chat tonight, so welcome. Oh, Crazy Dutchman just getting it sideways. Looks like we've got Never Fear and is here spinning. He is recent. He's new. Like I said in the previous video, because I had to restart the stream. But Never Fear and is here is new to using steering wheel and also new to using no assists. So he's really pushing himself. As we've got GSR Edgar still on the back of Willands, trying to make the move up the inside, but can't quite make it because Willands still had that DRS. But you can definitely tell that Crazy Dutchman has got is running lower wing, because he's just managing to keep ahead on the straights. And then these two can catch slightly in the corners, but not enough to be able to stay close enough. And we've got Rusted Oil Can defending from Impossible Bacon. Impossible Bacon looking for that opportunistic move up the inside, not an overtaken position place that corner. Let's go to the front three again, because they're on the back straight now. Crazy Dutchman pulling all the way to the side of the track to try and break that toe, that slipstream. Manages to do a good job of that, but Willands is still on the back of him. Willands should be able to keep quite close to him now, because I believe that he has got the superior wing setup for the corners, as I've mentioned before. And Impossible Bacon has also got past Rusty Oil Can, so that would have been under DRS on the back straights, because he was right on the back of him. Bradley also in the Williams there, behind Rusty Oil Can. Very quick driver is Bradley. Quick in the pre-season races, and we'll be looking to make a lot of positions up in this race. We've got a three-way battle here with close racing. Edward Binch, Notsballer and Muhiti. Notsballer looks like he is ahead of Muhiti. Don't know the order previously to that order now, but Edward Binch on traction. He's on the hard tyres, so Notsballer should be a lot quicker than him. Mind you, at this stage of the race, 6 laps in, the soft tyres will be struggling at the minute. Edward Binch has lost it. Try and avoid contact, boys. Yeah, they've done well to avoid that. Edward Binch spun it on his own under the change of direction, it looked like. Notsballer on traction, slightly losing it. Needs to activate his DRS, unless I don't know why he doesn't. Yeah, there you go. He's got DRS now. Tried to defend. We've still got sligs up the inside. That's not sure about that. We'll have to get the video footage from both drivers. I'm not going to comment on that one. Edward Binch trying to make time up. So we've got Mancellini serving his penalty, and I think maybe putting on a new wing, possibly. Willands still ahead, so Edward Binch has got a 3-second time penalty and multiple warnings. So these three still in the same order as before. Oh no, sorry, Willands has got ahead of Crazy Dutchman, so I'm assuming that would have been under DRS on the back straight. But yeah, good job by Willands there to get into P1, trying to get as many points for the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship as possible. SW in 4th here. He's closing on the top 3 because they are obviously battling. The 2 McLarens still line astern, Mechanic, Cole and Scotty. 5th and 6th still, with Impossible Bacon close to Scotty. Impossible Bacon's a quick driver as well. He'll be wanting to get into the top 5 because he's doing really well in the the Aston Martins are doing well in the Constructors' Championship, but in this race not doing too well. Obviously, I think there's been a lot of contact in this race, unfortunately. Let's see what happens here with we've got the leaders changing position again. GSR Edgar up on the inside, but now has the outside for the next corner. Crazy Dutchman keeps his position. Looks like Impossible Bacon is now right on the back of Scotty under DRS. Obviously Scotty would have had DRS from his teammate ahead, which is nice tactics from the McLaren boys there, keeping one car behind them. SW is still catching these three in front. GSR Edgar really on the back of Crazy Dutchman now. He'll be wanting to make up positions because he was actually your pole man, so he will not want to lose this race after starting on pole. Does he try and make a move up the inside of Crazy Dutchman? Does he brake a bit later? No, doesn't seem to be able to make the move stick. SW has just received a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. As we follow these three through the S's, very Silverstone-esque. Maggots, Beckett's, Impossible Bacon still on the back of Scotty, really close now, doing a good job in the Aston Martin, in the dirty air. You can see it just pushing wide slightly, having to come off the throttle. Bradley's received a time penalty as well now. So the top three again, DRS, Crazy Dutchman might be overtaken by GSR Edgar if he can make the move stick around the outside. Willans doesn't have to defend too much. Oh, that was close. Crazy Dutchman was really close there to hitting the back of Willans, but GSR Edgar makes a nice move around the outside of that tight corner there. Really good move. Impossible Bacon still behind Scotty as well. The McLaren boys playing the DRS really well. Looks like Mechanic Cole might have a low wing setting to try and keep ahead on the straight. So it's just the top three now who don't have penalties, and Rusty Oil Can and the Monkey Mafia. What's going on? Oh, we've had the leader pit. So we've had the leader pit from obviously P1, the leader. Mechanic Cole's received a 5-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane. He'll be furious with that. He's right now, I think, or the next time he pits. Impossible Bacon still on the back of Scotty. He should make the move now because Scotty will not have DRS, so he should be able to make the move on the back straight and then come into the pits before Scotty, so he'll have that track position. It looks like he's got it nicely hooked up around these S's, and we've got Crazy Dutchman now more than a DRS amount, so more than a second behind GSR Edgar. So GSR Edgar will want to try and put as much distance between him and Crazy Dutchman as possible in this lap, because this will probably be their in lap. Scotty and Impossible Bacon right there as well. DRS, Impossible Bacon. Good defensive move by Scotty. Impossible Bacon around the outside. Does he have the move? He almost. Scotty with really late braking. Fair enough. Late braking from Scotty to keep the position, and now Bradley up the inside of Impossible Bacon as well. Impossible Bacon looks like he's conceded that position. Oh no, sorry, it's a safety car. So we've got a safety car. It looks like Edward Binch has DNF'd. I don't know what the reason for that was. If he spun or had contact, I'm not too sure. But now this is. Do you know what? Willans is going to be absolutely fuming now because GSR Edgar and Crazy Dutchman have got a free pit stop, and everyone else in front of them as well. Now they're going to be able to pit whilst Willans is going a lot slower. Let's see where Willans is at the minute. See if he can come out. Where does he come out? He's going to come out in third, which isn't too bad. Obviously, it's not the first in a P1 which the position that he was in, but he's going to have DRS on these two, and he's on. Oh, he's on hard tyres, so he's going one-stop strategy. Okay, so the two in front of him are going two-stop strategy. So he will have track position once they pit. Be careful, guys, coming up to the safety car. Don't brake, because otherwise you'll get a penalty for braking or hitting the car in front of you. No, nicely done. Looks like. Oh. Not Spoiler, 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Essex Perry, 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Never Fear Andy is here, is also making his first pit stop under the safety car conditions, so he should be able to catch the pack. What tyres did he put on? Soft tyres again to try and keep up with everyone in front of him once the race starts again. So yeah, this is your order. So you got GSR Edgar in P1, Crazy Dutchman in P2. Obviously those two pitted under the safety car conditions, so they came out in front of Willans, who was your leader before the safety car. SW in fourth, was in fourth, stays in fourth, so it looks like he might be having a bit of a lonely race there, because he's been in fourth and on his own the whole race so far. 10 laps in, we got 18 more to go. Bradley, he's doing a good job there on the soft tyres, splitting the McLarens, and I'm not sure if has he pitted yet. What do we need? Stops. Bradley has pitted, so Bradley's got fresh tyres on and under the safety car, and he started in 5th or 4th, I think. So he's back up to where he was after the incidents that happened on the first few laps. I apologise if my throat or my voice seems a bit croaky. I've like a lot of people, I've just got over COVID, so yeah, that's my excuse. Rusty Orkan doing a good job there in P8 with no penalties, so if he can keep on the back of or try and overtake as many people as he can, then he, with the penalties applied, he will he'll be up there. And the same with the Monkey Mafia, he'll be up there as well. Monkey. Safety car in this lap? No, doesn't look like it. We have to wait till the end, towards the end of the lap to see, but we've still got cars joining the queue. Don't get too close, Crazy Dutchman, otherwise you'll get penalty, and you don't want that. The top 3 have still not got penalties, which is good to see. Nice clean driving from them. Hopefully they can keep it that way. So I mentioned in the lobby before, some of the drivers had pre-race comments to say. I will just go through them again now. So Mechanic Cole, he says, you don't really want my comments on USA or COTA, obviously. I spent a couple hours trying to improve my time last night and cursed a lot. So not overly optimistic, but you know what, he's doing really well in P6 there. Doesn't look like the safety car's coming in this lap. He's doing really well in P6. He struggled the last 2 races. Safety car is in this lap, so we'll have to keep an eye on this. But Crazy Dutchman, who is obviously in P2, he says, one of my least successful tracks, but he's doing a really good job in P2 there. But I've missed a few races. Yeah, he's missed the first 2 races. So he needs to make up as many points as possible to have a chance in this championship. Looks like GSR Edgar has also gone on the safety car restart. He's really jumped Crazy Dutchman. He's 7 tenths ahead now. He's going to weave down the straight to try and break the toe, but really good jump on everyone else there from GSR Edgar. He'll try and push as much as possible now because Willans has got the hard tyres on. Willans really needs to try and keep with these 2 in front of him. It's going to be difficult to do, especially considering Crazy Dutchman is on the soft tyres. But, 3-second time penalty, there you go, for Crazy Dutchman, who is one of the top 3. So he won't be too happy with that. He's going to have to try and get past GSR Edgar as quickly as possible because he's on those soft tyres. GSR Edgar's on the medium tyres, and obviously he will be superior on pace with those tyres on. But with that penalty, he's going to have to really go for it because he needs to make as much distance as possible between him and anyone else behind him. Never Fit Andy is here, has already made up a position, as we've got GSR Edgar trying to keep his position, but Crazy Dutchman on those soft tyres can brake so much later and have a lot more grip into the corner, and takes the position now. Crazy Dutchman will be on charge to get as far away as possible. Never Fear Andy's here, as I was saying, has overtaken Manciolini for P14. Impossible Bacon still in P6 there. Oh, sorry, Impossible Bacon looks like he's overtaken Mechanic Cole for P6. Goes very wide there, might be picking up another warning. And is now on the back of Bradley. I really wish I could join you guys and race, but obviously doing the comms. But I've got my league racing on Sundays, which is good fun. Everyone just following each other now. Bradley on the back of Scotty. Looks like he's sizing up a move. Hopefully on the back straight for him. Scotty will have to maybe defend. Just watch on board for a minute. GSR Edgar is still... Oh, Will Ans is dropped really far back from GSR Edgar. Obviously on those hard tyres it's really difficult to keep up. But it doesn't look like we've had Knots Baller, I think, maybe retire. No, just spin. He's on the hard tyres, so he's finding it difficult on those tyres. Crazy Dutchman in P1 still. GSR Edgar P2. Willans P3. The top three are now really spread out. Scotty is on the back. Oh, we've got Bradley as well on the back of Scotty. Really close behind him. Willans has picked up a penalty, so the other one of the top three now got penalties. Just GSR Edgar, try and keep it clean, and hopefully you'll win this race on penalties. Bradley behind Scotty. Does he make the move up the inside? Is he going to brake later? He tries to brake as late as possible without too much. Yeah, good move by Bradley up the inside of Scotty. Scotty leaving as little room as possible, but just enough room to try and hold a position. But now he's got Impossible Bacon as well up the inside. Oh, this is going to be tight. Oh, good save there by Impossible Bacon, but it looked like Scotty just turned in on him. You've got to leave that racing room, I'm afraid. Mechanic Cole behind these lot as well, and SW now in ninth. Why is SW in ninth? So we've had Knots Baller retire on track, or please don't say this is going to bring out safety car or virtual safety car. Doesn't look like it for now. Knots Baller's left the session. Oh, we've got Willans. Oh, so Bradley has overtaken Willans as well. Obviously Willans on those hard tyres going, who has not got the pace, sorry, compared to everyone else on the faster tyre behind him. Impossible Bacon's got past Scotty. He must have done that on DRS, on the back straight. Fair enough. So now Impossible Bacon will be past Willans, no problem, because he's on the extra fast tyres compared to Willans. DRS, does he make the move up the inside, or can he? No, it looks like Willans with DRS is still pulling away, but Impossible Bacon will be able to brake a lot later and take a lot more speed through the corner, being on these soft tyres. He's going to have to be careful now in the S's that he doesn't catch Willans too much, and then... No, but he's done a good job. Looks like Willans is staying on Bradley as well, so Willans is still within that 1 second to keep DRS, to try and maybe defend from Impossible Bacon. And the two McLarens again, 6th and 7th, line astern. So Impossible Bacon needs to get a good exit out of here, but he will do compared to Willans with the tyre difference. DRS wide open. Willans is also going to try and make the move. Is he going to make the move up the inside of Bradley? No, he has to brake a lot earlier to try and make the corner, but good traction out of here means that he stays with Bradley. Good clean driving by these three here. Scotty also behind, trying to pounce if something goes wrong. Now Impossible Bacon with a lot more grip through this sector. but I think Impossible Bacon is well aware of the grip difference and is taking it a lot easier than he would do if he was not behind someone. Does he make the move up the inside now? I don't think Willands is going to make too much of a defence, because he knows that he needs to just race his own race and try and race the quickest race he can, because he is now what, 2, 5, 7, 12, 19, no, 13 seconds ish, something like that, behind the leader, which means he's only what, 10 seconds, effectively will be 10 seconds ahead once the others make their pit stop, their final pit stop. Yeah, he's just, and we've got Impossible Bacon making the move up the inside of Bradley, making that move nice and easy because he had DRS compared to Bradley, who didn't, and obviously also on those soft tyres. So Impossible Bacon up to P3 now, so doing a really good job, and he's only what, 5.1 seconds behind GSR Edgar, and also he's also set the fastest second sector, so he is properly pushing. I mean, you know, he could potentially be on for a top 3 here once the final pit stops sort themselves out. I think GSR Edgar might be catching Crazy Dutchman now, because Crazy Dutchman's tyres might be slightly going off, being older. As we just cycle through the grid, Impossible Bacon in P3, Bradley in P4. Bradley will still try and stay in Impossible Bacon's DRS to try and keep up with him. Let's watch Bradley as he's got DRS. I think he's just too far back to make any impact on Impossible Bacon. Impossible Bacon slightly moves to the inside to try and cover it off, but keeps the position in the end. Willands now has got Scotty on the back of him as well, so not sure that he'll be too happy with his strategy unless it pans out at the end. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And Mechanic Cole also trying to keep on Scotty, doing a good job there. SW in P8. I don't know how he's managed to get to P8, because he was in P4. Even after the safety car, he must have spun. Oh, we've got a change of positions here. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Bradley has now got past Impossible Bacon. Obviously, Impossible Bacon's tyres are now starting to go off, possibly, I don't know. We've had a spinner. It looks like Never Fear Andy is here, has spun. Got someone in the pits as well, Rusty Oil Can in the pits, so that will be his last pit stop. Let's go on board with Impossible Bacon, as he'll have DRS going into the back straight, and he's really close to Bradley now as well. DRS open, he should make this move easy. Doesn't really need to use ERS as well, because that move is done and dusted. Nicely done. Scotty and Willands also now fighting. Ooh. Nice clean move by Scotty, it looked like, with Mechanic Cole also trying to pounce on these, on Willands, as Mechanic Cole's on the medium tyres. We can see how Willands is really struggling for grip on those hard tyres. We've got our final pit stops being made by the leaders. So Crazy Dutchman is in and Impossible Bacon is also in. Now Willans has, as you can see, in front of Crazy Dutchman. Oh, bit of contacts there from Scotty and Willans. Don't really know what happened there. Yeah, so Willans is in a good position so far in front of Crazy Dutchman. How far back is Crazy Dutchman? He's just coming through there. He's got a lot of time to make up. He's got a lot of time to make up. Was that 9, 18? Yeah, it's about, what, 18 seconds? No, even more. No, sorry, I'm on the wrong fastest lap. I want interval. There we go. Okay, so Crazy Dutchman is about 7, 8 seconds behind Willans, which I said it would be about 10 seconds, didn't I? Oh, we got something happening here. Willans up the inside of Scotty, nicely done. Oh, Scotty's going to make the late move up the inside again, nicely done. Bit of wheel rubbing, just to show that each other's there. Around the still on the outside is Scotty. No love lost between these two. Not that there was maybe any love between them anyway. But good, hard racing, I think. I didn't see anything wrong, but maybe there was, I don't know. SW is now in the pits for his final stop as well, so he'll be putting on the medium tyres possibly. Mechanic Cole behind these two as well. So we got GSR Edgar in front, away in front. Well, he's only what, 10? Well, yeah, it'd be 10, 11 seconds in front of behind Willans. Sorry, once he pits, so he's gonna have to really push after his pit stop. Scotty still got Willans on the back of him. Willans just needs to try and race as fast as he can without any real fighting. Having the DRS will obviously help, but fighting into corners will not help him. And I think he might know that Scotty's not fighting for the top 3 as well, so he might be getting a bit frustrated. But that's how it goes sometimes, I'm afraid. Racing for position, and he makes the move up the inside. Is Scotty going to make that late move? He tries to. Nice awareness from Willans, leaving him enough space. Oh, Jesus. I think Scotty came off a bit worse there, and now he's got his teammate up on the inside. These two definitely won't fight because they are friends in real life, and they won't want to take each other out because they're obviously going to be racing for the constructors. GSR Edgar 10 seconds ahead of Willans, which is exactly what I said. Just saying. I know my strategies. I'm joking. Yeah, McLarens need to stop again. I think they're probably, I mean, by the looks of it, they're probably trying to push their medium stint as long as possible to then put the soft tyres on, because the soft tyres only really last for around this track, because it's quite high deg. Especially with this through this sector, it puts a lot of strain on the tyres, and then the last few corners as well. The long right-hander puts a lot of strain on the left front. The left front is the most used tyre on this circuit, so I would say Mechanic Cole's just gone in. Thanks for spotting that. Yeah, so Mechanic Cole, softs, yeah. So that is what I was going to say. So I was going to say that they're pushing their. Oh, okay, he's safe. They were pushing their medium tyres probably as long as they possibly could at a decent pace to then put the soft tyres on so that they'd have ultimate pace at the end, which looks like they have done. And we've got the two Aston Martins here fighting for position. I don't know if there's going to be any team orders. Yeah, looks like there is. So Impossible Bacon, obviously, I think Impossible Bacon is just on fresh tyres, just recently gone on fresh tyres. So stops tyres, yeah, Impossible Bacon, there you go. So there are a bit of team orders there, which is good to see. Impossible Bacon on 1 lap old tyres compared to the Monkey Mafia on 10 lap old tyres. The Monkey Mafia will be pitting probably this lap for soft tyres and then having that ultimate pace towards the end. But but now Scotty is also just pitted, so he will go onto the soft tyres if I guess correctly. Yep, I do indeed. Nicely done. Position change, don't want that. So this is actually really good for the Monkey Mafia, because if he tries to keep in the slipstream and in the DRS zone of Impossible Bacon, his teammate can pull him along quite nicely, give him DRS if they work it well together. He's 1.3 behind at the minute, so maybe it's not worth it if Impossible Bacon's got that chance for the top 3 potentially. So no, Monkey Mafia won't have DRS, but we've got Bradley on the back of. Always like to go 1 lap too longer than normal if pace was okay. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. If the pace is still there, 100%, you stretch it as long as possible, because then you're going to have fresher tyres, for the end, and obviously which will be superior compared to everyone else. GSR Edgar is still not pitted, so he must be on what, 11 or something lap old tyres. Stops tyres, 12 lap old tyres. So those mediums now are going to be screaming. Those mediums will be wanting to come off, but he will. I mean, if he's good with his tyres and he's got good deg, then he could potentially go to the end. I mean, that is pushing it, but maybe to keep the track position of the win, could be thinking about that. But if I was him, I would pit this lap for soft tyres. Was he got 5 laps left? It's pushing it. It's got 5 laps left. He could 5 laps left. He could go to the end. He's 12 seconds ahead, so it's a possibility. I don't think Willands on those hard tyres is going to catch much. That's not easy to say. Catch much on, especially with Bradley, with these fresh soft tyres on the back of him. As you can see, Willands with that DRS, because he's managed to catch the back marker there under the DRS, before the DRS line. Thank God for ghosting. Yeah, Willands there managed to stay ahead of Bradley, but Bradley is just so much quicker. Yeah, he's going to make the move up the inside. He's got the grip. It's a done deal, really. Willands slips into P3. Probably not the best strategy for Willands, and he'll probably be kicking himself now, considering he was like really with the top 3, so he could have made his 2-stop strategy work instead of this 1-stop strategy, which he's done. And also now Crazy Dutchman. Oh yeah, this is a slam dunk, really. I mean, he should be able to break a lot later, but he actually puts up a fight, which is good to see. Nicely done by Willands. But going into this, the S's, what does Crazy Dutchman do? Does he try and make a move? No, doesn't look like it. It's not. So I've made a move here once in 2017 league, and I can tell you now, it does not work. Unless you're fully up the inside of someone or right next to them, it just doesn't work. Yeah, I tried an opportunistic move and it just was a bit silly. But good job by the Aston Martin boys. They've got themselves up into P5 and 6. I don't think Monkey Mafia is going to be stopping again, you know. He's on 13 lap old tyres. He's only got 4 laps left. Doesn't look like it. And do you know what? I don't think GSR Rampanola is going to be... not GSR, sorry. That's another guy. Oh, close wheel-to-wheel racing here. Crazy Dutchman around the outside, obviously making that move stick of Willands. Willands has just lost all grip on those hard tyres now. SW has made the move up the inside of Monkey Mafia as well. Willands will try and keep on the back of Crazy Dutchman. Obviously, as you can hear, he's having to lift through this sector because his tyres are now not working too well for him. But Bradley is 10 seconds behind GSR Edgar. He can just see him in the distance. Can I see him? No, you can't see him at all. 10 seconds behind, 3 laps to go. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. But So one-stop strategy for GSR Edgar. He's done, and he's still going quick. He's quicker than his best in the first sector, so he's really good at keeping his tyres in good condition. So he's only done one stop, but his stops were soft, or his stints were soft, then obviously, as you can see, mediums. So he's made both stints last a long time. Probably not the I mean, I'd say it's not the quickest. It depends, you know. If you've got the pace to do it, then do it. But penalties. So what we got going on? So the Monkey Mafia didn't have to fight SW because he's got a 9-second penalty. So he probably just let him go. But GSR Edgar will win at this rate because he hasn't got a penalty. Bradley will stay. Bradley will not. Yes, he will. No, he won't. Bradley will not stay there. Yeah, yes, he will. Sorry. Bradley will stay there. Crazy Dutchman will stay there. Willans will just stay there at the minute. But Impossible Bacon, if he catches within 3 seconds. Oh no, because he's got a 6-second time penalty as well. So the top 5 will stay in their positions, I think. It's just SW and the Monkey Mafia who will swap round, I believe. The top 3, I think, are now not really going to change. Likewise with Willans. Yeah, Impossible Bacon as well. It's going to be SW will be P6. Monkey Mafia will be P7. And then you got Scotty and Mechanic Cole in P8 and 9. They won't be too happy with that, I don't think, because they were up in 5th and 6th at one point, so they're going to have to review their strategy a bit, I think, because they were doing really, really well as a team, pulling each other along there. Rusty Orkan in 10th, Essex Perry in 11th, 12th is Mahiti, Never Fear Andy's here is 13th, and Manciolini in 14th. And as you can see, we've had 4 DNFs, which is unfortunate, but these do happen. Looks like we got Willans on the back of Crazy Dutchman still, so maybe his tyres are coming back to him, possibly. We'll have to wait and see. But I think through the corners, Crazy Dutchman is just superior. I need some water. My voice is now really dry. My throat's really dry even. Looks like this might be your finishing order though. GSR Edgar on his penultimate lap. Had a really good race with Crazy Dutchman and Willans. Some really good battle in between those 3. Bradley's kind of made his positions up by strategy, I'd say. Making his strategy work and having that ultimate pace. We've got someone spinning or going slow. No, it doesn't look like it. I had a yellow flag, but it's all good. But yeah, Bradley, where did he start? Let me just check on my picture quickly. Bradley started in P4, so he's gonna he'll be happy with P2 because obviously making up 2 positions. So good strategy from himself. Yusuf, thank you for the stream. No problem, mate. I've enjoyed it. It's good fun to do this. I just wish I could be racing instead. But yeah, that's the race. It's very, very spread out now. It just looks like we've got Monkey Mafia and Mechanic Cole. No. Monkey Mafia and Scotty are the 2 closest battles at the moment. Willans trying to keep with Crazy Dutchman, but is now slipping back. Impossible Bacon looks like he's going to be on a last lap charge for P4 potentially. 1.1 seconds behind. Let's see how much he can make up in this last sector. 1/10 maybe, just about 2/10. He's in DRS, or does he get DRS though? Was he in the detection? No, he's not got DRS yet, but I think this is the one to watch for the minute because he could be quicker through the S's, through the first sector, catch Willans, overtake him on the back straight, and then get P4 for Aston Martin. Is this a possibility? He's 9/10 behind. But also, don't forget the penalties have to come into play as well. So yeah, I mean, even if he gets past him, Willands has only got a 3-second time penalty, whereas Impossible Bacon's got a 6-second time penalty. So, I mean, we can watch these just for the fun of the race, but the positions at the end will switch back when the game sorts them out. No. He's got DRS, but doesn't look like it's going to happen for him. So we'll go on board with the leader. He's got a few more corners to navigate through before he eventually takes the checkered flag. And he's done a flawless strategy today. One-stop strategy, starting on the soft tyres, going on to the mediums, and crosses the line. Yeah, crosses the line. Manages the traction in P1, so well done to him. Congratulations to GSR Edgar, another GSR boy winning. Bradley in P2, Crazy Dutchman in P3, Willands P4, no, yeah, no, okay, Willands in P3, so Willands has managed to stay within the right amount of time for within Crazy Dutchman, because obviously the penalties have switched it around a bit. Impossible Bacon in P5. SW in P6? How has that happened? He was in P8, wasn't he? Wow. Obviously, the penalties have sorted themselves out, and now he's in P6. Monkey Mafia in P7. Scotty, P8. Mechanic Cole, P9. So the McLaren boys, probably not too happy with that. 8th and 9th constructors. At least they got some constructors points. Yeah, they got to be happy with points. Last 5 laps conserving fuel. Mechanic Cole was conserving fuel on the last 5 laps. Just slow moders. Mechanic Cole just hit slow mode as he crossed the line. So I mean, for me, that tells me that you planned your fuel strategy nearly to perfection. Rusty Orcan finish in the top 10, obviously in 10th. Yeah, great battle for the top 3. Everyone's just congratulating each other in the Discord now. Yeah, Willands has just commented saying, of course, as soon as I pit, someone decides to forget how to drive and causes a safety car. Yeah, it didn't work out for you, I'm afraid, Willands. I mean, if the safety car didn't come out, obviously you would have been, 15 seconds ahead, definitely. But good job anyway, mate. Good job. P3, you've got to be happy with that. Good points for your Drivers' Championship. And good points for the constructors as well. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, even with my not too enthusiastic voice tonight. Just obviously recovering from COVID, and I really need to drink some water now because my throat is extremely dry. But yeah, congratulations to the top 3, and hopefully we'll see you again next weekend. But also, next weekend we have 2 races. I'm trying to get someone to stream Tier 2. Obviously I will be streaming Tier 1. I need to find someone to stream Tier 2. So if there is someone who is willing to do maybe commentary or just stream the event without the commentary, just so that we can see what's going on, so that there is content, please message me. And I'll get you set up and sorted so that we can maybe do that, because I do still need someone to host the session as well, because I'm going to be hosting this one. But I'm going to try and sort that out through the week. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the race. It was good racing today. Good, clean, well, mostly clean, wheel to wheel racing. And hopefully we'll see you again next week. Take care. Bye bye.